MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell was recently banned from Twitter. And then he decided to use his company MyPillow Twitter account and got so crazy on that one that he got that also banned from Twitter. So he goes on Newsmax to talk about cancel culture, or he was told he was going to talk about cancel culture. He had a different idea in mind, forcing Newsmax to have to shut him down. Take a look at this absolute insanity.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us, and welcome. So
well,
what happened? What happened with your Twitter account and the company page?
Well, first mine was taken down because we have all the election fraud with these Dominion machines. We have 100% proof. And then when they took it down about 3 weeks ago, and then when I put it back up, my personal, it was a
Mike, thank you very much. Mike, you're talking about machines that we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those kinds of allegations. We just want to let people know that there's nothing substantive that we've seen. And let me read you something there. While there were some clear evidence of some cases of vote fraud and election irregularities, the election results in every state were certified, and Newsmax accepts the results as legal and final. The courts have also supported that view. So we wanted to talk to you about canceling culture, if you will. We don't want to relitigate the allegations that you're making, Mike, because we understand where you are. So let me ask you this. Do you think that this should be temporary? Because it appears to be permanent. Could you make an argument that it is temporary?
What?
What? I love that. He's on this long rant, like literally didn't stop talking. The entire time the host has to do his like legal script of, we here at Newsmax do not, we understand that this election was not stolen, and in fact there is no evidence to suggest to the contrary, and Newsmax and all these subsidiaries, yeah. The whole time he's doing that, Lindell just going, just absolutely nonstop yapping his conspiracy theories to the point where when the host is finally ready to say like, hey dude, we're conservatives and we love pushing the cancel culture narrative. You've been canceled now twice by the same outlet. Tell us about it. And Lindell's just like, what? What's happening? Where are we? What am I doing? I always have a hard time picking on Mike Lindell, I guess if you want to call it picking. Because the guy did overcome a lot in his life. He suffered from very serious substance abuse problems, and he overcame that. He founded a, successful company. So that's, American success story. Fantastic. But then he went off the deep end. And he went all in. He went full MAGA, and you should never go full MAGA. And it just rotted his brain. And maybe he was, a little nutty before. I don't know. I don't know anything about him other than a couple things we've read about his early life that talks about his overcoming substance abuse. But, this is sad. What has happened to this man is absolutely sad because he is now a laughingstock. And what I believe is likely going to happen at this point is because since he has made himself so toxic, it's likely he will get kicked out of his own company. And yes, by the way, that is totally something that happens. Think back, what was it, a year or two ago? When Papa John was actually kicked out of Papa John's? Like the board of directors met and said, this guy is too toxic for our brand. He is losing us money. He has to go. So Papa John is no longer a part of Papa John. And based on the fact that you now have companies dumping MyPillow because of Lindell himself, only because of Lindell and his toxicity, hell yeah, eventually there's going to be a reckoning. And the people with a financial stake in the company are going to say, listen, we know you started this company and we appreciate that, but you're also the one killing it, so we're going to have to let you go. That is how I see this whole thing ending. But that clip, that Newsmax clip right there, that was gold. I absolutely loved every second of it. Especially the fact that, again, Newsmax, it sounded like they had to read from a script when talking about we do not endorse any ideas. Because let's not forget, they have to do that because they were threatened with a massive defamation lawsuit from Dominion Voting Systems. So now I guess anytime somebody on their show brings this up, they have to go through that whole spiel. So that's wonderful. So if anybody watching this ever ends up on Newsmax, you should throw out that fraud thing just to make them have to be like, oh, Newsmax does not... Like, you could totally ruin their day and make them have to do that like 100 times. So if you're ever on Newsmax, please do that for me. That would be a big favor. But Lindell, I don't know that you're going to be invited back after such an insane performance.